It's 4 p.m. in Hull. Regional Roads Crime Team officers Dave Smith and Mick Roth are on patrol in an unmarked car.
We've been working in the Humberside area as a team, and we're travelling back to our home base, and we start to get little bits of information on the police radios to intercept a vehicle.
Brief overview is this vehicle was involved in a cash in transit, or we believe it was involved in a cash in transit this morning in South Leeds. A firearm was produced, but there's no information regarding it being discharged.
It's a report of a cash in transit robbery, a hold-up of a security van transporting large sums of money.
1626, yes.
To where?
Loft house, top deck.
At the level we work at, people do carry firearms, and the risk is there. It's a very real risk. People within this region have been shot and killed whilst on duty, and that is probably as dangerous as our job gets. It's as real as it gets, and it does go through your mind.
They're trying to trace a black Honda that's been involved in a serious crime.
There was roughly 100 grand taken in the offence. The suspicion is they've been on a shopping spree. If stopped, the occupants are to be arrested on suspicion of robbery.
We're just travelling towards the West Yorkshire area from Humberside. We've had information from our back office that a vehicle that's been involved in an armed robbery where a firearm's been produced earlier on today has hit ANPR cameras coming back into the region.
ANPR, or automatic number plate recognition cameras, can read number plates. Linked to the police database, the system triggers when it clocks a wanted vehicle.
On 6, you've got 4 North Team cars now on this back-to-back, and we are just approaching Rothwell, westbound.
A convoy of 4 police cars is heading for the target vehicle.
We're in an unmarked car, so the marked cars will lead, and that gives us more opportunity to cut through the traffic, if you like, and we can move quicker as a team than we can as individual officers.
Keep your eyes peeled, pal.
Further along the motorway, PC's Wayne Sanderson and Martin Micklethwaite are also alerted.
At the minute, we've obviously deployed to this junction. We've got another 2 cars at the junction behind us at 28. And what we're doing now is we're going to take obs on the carriageway for this vehicle. No, mate. Yeah, cover the exit slip. Which is here, isn't it? And where are you going to cover it from, mate? Unless you get on that mound there.
With the nature of the job, the words armed robbery, instantly in your head, you're thinking, what am I going to come up against when if we stop that vehicle? There's potential that they're going to produce a firearm, produce a knife, and we've got to be on the ball.
There are many escape routes for the Honda driver.
We've split the team to various different junctions to cover various bases. We're aware that the vehicles travel on the M62, but it can come off at any junction.
Now, police intelligence has produced important information.
We knew what the car was, we knew it was a black Honda Civic, and we knew the registration, so we had a good idea who was driving it. We had an idea of what addresses he frequents, and we could go and look at those.
We're going to try and get in a position at the home addresses, and then we'll stand by pending any movement of that vehicle, and then hopefully officers will come and force the doors and make entry and arrest the people, all being well.
Let's take that one, I can see that.
What's that Civic there? Just get after that. Get after that. That's a Civic, isn't it? No, it's not. Sorry, mate.
You're trying to look down every side street, look up in the distance, and every little car that comes up that could be a Civic from a distance, a black one certainly, you start to look at all sorts of cars, and you find yourself checking umpteen cars before you potentially find the one.
Keep them peeled for Civic.
You're in that mindset, it's up to you really. You're the only car looking, it's all on you, the pressure's on you, and you've got to do your best to try and locate that car. Try your best not to look like a police car, because they'll all be telling each other.
Mick spots another car that might fit the description.
Civic there. Is that it? Don't lose it, Dave, that's Civic, pal.
No, it's that same one from earlier.
Just get two now, bear with.
It is a black Honda, but with the wrong registration.
He's gone somewhere, hasn't he?
With multiple police units now hunting the suspected armed criminals, will they be able to track them down? Dave and Mick are hunting a black Honda that they believe has been used in an armed robbery.
Been here somewhere.
Mick wears his specially fitted head cam, catching potential evidence from his point of view.
The headcam's capturing exactly what we see. What you see through the headcam, we see with our own eyes, and it's a great evidential tool, and it just gives us that edge.
Oh, how nice would it be just to drop out in it now.
Come on. We'd had a good ride around that particular area, which was Middleton in Leeds. We hadn't seen the car, so the longer time goes on, the less chance you get of this car appearing.
Right, where are we going to reg our bets?
So we decided, look, we've looked at addresses, we've had a good look round, we can't find it. Let's retrace our steps, let's go back to where we think it might have been initially.
Civic there.
Yeah.
Is that a Civic?
Straight away is a car fitting the description of what we're looking for. That's it.
Keep going.
Excited.
Thinking, fantastic, we've got it, we've done our job, we've got the car, we're on. Now there's a job in it, now we can do something with it.
1-6, it's a contact on the subject vehicle, which is stationary unattended outside the connected address. Team acknowledge.
Maintain observations, mate.
Yes.
You get almost elation and you think, fantastic, we've done our bit, it's all falling into place, today looks on our side, the bad guys are going to lose and we're now starting to win again. What they're trying to do now is we're going to try and keep observations on that vehicle and the property as best we can, and make sure no one leaves, and in our unmarked car stay sneaky out of the way as best we can, and we're trying to get some officers down to us as quickly as we can, really, an entry team and as many resources as we can to surround the property. We're on a really limited window here, really limited, because we're going to outstay our welcome quite quickly. It is an unmarked car, but criminality know our cars. They're not stupid. They know we're running unmarked cars, and they also know what they look like. And our cars are seen around this area, quite regularly. So you only got a limited window, if you like, before somebody picks up a phone and says, "There's a police car down from your house, mate."
Backup still hasn't arrived when they see something happening at the house.
Oh, movement, guy, white male, thick set, driver's seat.
1-6, it's movement from the address. Person enters the driver's door of the Civic, stand by.
Heavy set white male, blue
Yeah, I'll move on to
t-shirt.
interrupts.
A man and woman set off in the Honda.
We have positive sighting of this vehicle.
These guys are potentially involved in an armed robbery and we're sat there on our own. Adrenaline's going and you're thinking all the time what could happen, and you're just trying to remain as alert as possible, not miss a thing, and really be the eyes and ears of the team that are coming towards you to help you.
1-6, yes, vehicle is mobile on Landshore View towards Town Street at Middleton.
Mick and Dave must not lose the driver.
1-6, I believe there's marked units in the area, and our intention is to put a preemptive stop on this vehicle as it travels right onto Newhall Road. Speed is 20.
Newhall Road, generally towards Manor Farm Drive. Any MAC units acknowledge?
With a strong chance of a gun inside the target vehicle, they decide to hold back until more police turn up.
It is a kind of a cops and robbers kind of game. You've got to be thinking one step ahead. You've got to try and do the best you can to apprehend these people.
Well, if he's going to one of these other addresses.
Yeah. And it is a straight on, still Winrose Drive, back towards the main road.
2 behind.
We were following the car covertly, and the marked cars have come up behind us. Come through now, let them through. Just put it on, Dave.
They're coming through, they're coming through.
Get your hands up on dashboard now. Put your hands up. Get your hands out, Chuck. Yes, sweetheart, you're under arrest under that same offence. Suspicion of armed robbery that took place this morning. You're not expecting to see that kind of person in that vehicle. Hiya there. Would you mind searching this lady, please? Thanks very much. She's saying she doesn't know what any of it's about, but there's clearly some cash on display on top of her handbag. It's all been left, and it'll be in situ for Socco to do a full forensic recovery of it. We're not going to touch it, but nevertheless, I've seen the cash.
I've got nothing in my pocket.
You're looking really at any kind of forensic evidence that can link them to the incident, the robbery itself. So we leave everything in situ, and it can be done, in a sterile area.
Handcuffed in the Honda, the driver shows no signs of cooperating.
Thank you.
Get your hands from the outside of the seat now. Stop messing about.
I've just took my belt off.
Last warning.
I can't get them off anyway.
The headcam captures me moving around. It captures what I'm looking at, what I'm focusing at, and ultimately on this, you're looking, you're sizing people up, and all the time you're just checking what's going on, and you're just, forming your own risk assessments, if you like, as to who are these people? Are they dangerous? Do they look like they've got weapons on them? And the headcam just gives you that view, which is great.
Word quickly spreads around the neighbourhood.
Go to my house and tell I'm being locked up. Yeah, please. Go to...
Mate, you're causing grief for yourself here, aren't you? Disappear off now. The estate where we were working there is a tight-knit community. These two lads walking by happened to know the occupants of the car. The driver was saying, get to my house, go and speak to whoever at my house. And for us, yeah, that's a kind of a coded message to say, get round the house and hide any evidence that's there of any of these offences.
These are just 2 of 300 arrests the West Yorkshire cops make every day.
Anything in your pockets, mate?
No,
Alright, we'll put them 6 back in there, mate.
Oh well, there's a job in it, Dave.
About time.
About time we had a little job, pal, innit?
Little jobette.
Later, addresses connected to the suspects are searched. There's evidence that they've been spending large amounts of money. There are drugs and firearms. The Honda driver now faces charges in relation to the robbery.